What evidence have you seen through the first 2 weeks of practice that the ball security issues that were a problem last year aren't going to be a problem this year?
Just the constant, I won't say repping, but saying it over and over and over again, and the defense trying to, get the ball out. Even when the players are over, you're running back to the huddle, they're trying to get the ball out. So just constantly saying it over, just making people aware of it, I think, it kind of helped out.
Were y'all doing those things last year, though, too?
Not really. I mean, from what I can remember, I don't remember anybody,
Okay.
I mean, of course, you're going to be aware of it, but, not as much as we are now.
In terms of, I guess, your comfort level, we've talked about that with the A-backs feeling like you're on the same page with those guys, that top group, except for JJ, we're all guys you went through camp with last year. Do you feel like it's running faster now, the offense, or are you feeling?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going a lot smoother than what it was. Guys are flying around, they're doing what they're supposed to do. JJ too, he was with us last year. He just wasn't able to play. He played a lot in the spring and in camp. So I think everybody's got a good flow of the game right now, and we just got to keep progressing to get better.
When we talked to Shamir, he mentioned that because maybe he's in a little better shape, when he pulls, now he's able to get to that spot before you do, and he wasn't able to do that last year. Is that something you've noticed?
Well, that's something I haven't noticed, so that's a good thing. You can notice it, it's kind of a problem. But he has been a lot better. You can tell in the scrimmage, even practice, he's finishing practice. He's not tapping out. So I think him working hard, doing double, triple this summer in the weight room, then after the weight room, I think it's helping him out a lot.
What would you say is the biggest difference for you personally, where you are now and where you were at the end of last season?
Just what I can say, just health-wise, confidence-wise. I was kind of down last season. I wasn't used to, having that type of season. But you got put in the past, you learn from it. And I think right now I'm confident. The team's confident, and we're just ready to play.
How aware are you, either just from finding it yourself or friends saying, "Hey, so and so is saying this about your team"? Do you hear stuff a bit like that?
Nah, I can care less. We go do what we do. We go keep our team together, no matter who says what on the outside. We go play hard, and nothing go come between us.
How has your connection with Ricky been in camp so far at wide receiver?
I think it's been pretty good. We're kind of doing the same stuff we were doing last year. So we're on the same page. We're working hard, and I got a few other guys on the same page with me too. So we just continue to work. Got about a week and a half left before we head out, so we'll keep working on it.
What makes him effective as a wide receiver?
Just having the knack to be open, and I found him. He knows where the spots to be at on the field, and I think just having his experience it helps us out a lot.
What are you seeing from pass protection in order to maybe make some of those home run shots to the A-backs, or is it improving?
Yeah, I think it's increased a lot. We was working on it in the spring. It's a little shaky, but this far we got it down to how it's supposed to be. So I think the guys worked hard at it, and you can tell a big difference in just being able to sit in the pocket a little bit better.
Do you have any personal goals for the season?
I'm just trying to win every game. I don't. Stats gonna take care of itself, and as long as I go out there and do what I'm supposed to do, we'll be good.
Anything else for Justin?
What did you see about Jalen camp?
No, I think he's he's a great player. He's gonna come in, he's gonna play. He got strong hands, and he's a big physical specimen. So I think he'll be a big contributor for us this year.
What do you do? I know you're actually graduated. What are you gonna be doing?
I'm gonna be in like 2 classes, independent study, stuff like that, and intern. So.
You know what your independent study's gonna be yet?
I do, but I gotta get it finalized.
I imagine that's a welcome relief after the last.
It is.
4 years.
It's the time to relax and play some football. That's it.
Thanks, Justin.